Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a box from Tarte. It's a big void that I got here. Tarte recently did a sale and I forget the exact numbers, but I'll have it right here. Basically they had the sale where you could create your own makeup bag. So they had a bunch of different categories and you could choose one product from each category. It was a good deal, so I was like, might as well. You get a bunch of things that I will show you guys in the video. The one thing that I didn't get to show you guys was this little bag that I got. Basically you had to pick a bag, and when I went on the sale, it was a one-day sale, so once I had finally placed my order, it was around 9 p.m. so there were only 3 hours left of the sale, so most of the cute makeup bags were already gone. So I got this like flamingo thing. It's not really my style, but I can use it if I'm traveling, so like I'm not mad at it. In this video, I'm going to go through all the products that I got. I'm going to tell you guys what I recommend, what I don't recommend, what worked, what didn't work. Can you tell, looking at me, what I might have liked and what I might have not liked? Anyways, let's just jump straight to the products that I got and how I applied them. Okay, so as you guys can see, I have this eye pretty much done. Now, before you say anything, trust me, I already know my skin is looking, for lack of a better word, my skin is looking rough, okay? And I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to hear about it. Let's just move on. So the first color that I'm going to lay down is from the Smashbox palette. This is the first eyeshadow palette I ever bought, fun fact. But yeah, I'm just going to lay down this first color here. I feel like these palettes are really underrated, like nobody is talking about them anymore, but honestly they're so bomb. And they're also great for travel because they're so small. So for my crease, I'm going to first start off with this purple from the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place and work it in kind of low in the crease. I'm going to take this bright fuchsia that was right beside the purple, and I'm going to take a kind of smaller pencil brush, and I'm going to concentrate it kind of higher than the purple but also blend it in at the same time. You'll see what I mean. So to cut my crease, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. So I'm going to scrape some off of the doe foot just with a flat brush, and I'm just going to lay that down. And a good tip for cutting your crease is to kind of just apply it like that and then lean back. Lean back. Lean back. Lean forward. And then naturally your crease will kind of form. And then I use that as a guideline. Okay, so finally I'm going to go in with a product from Tarte. Isn't this so pretty? This is a metallic eyeshadow in the color Dark Seas. It's so beautiful. When I saw it, I was like, that's the one I'm gonna get. It says metallic, but I already opened it, obviously, and I already did this eye with it. It doesn't read that metallic, but it is very pretty. So first I'm just going to take some on my finger. Why am I going to try and use this mirror? I'm sorry, this is way too tiny for me. I'm just going to use my big boy. And just to get the shape down a little better, I'm going to go in with a paddle brush. Actually, maybe I'll try and use this mirror. Let's see what happens. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I do have some fallout right under my eyes. So thank God I decided to leave my base for after. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean up my under eye, and then I'll be back and we can start applying foundation. Hello. Okay, I'm back. So the next thing that I'm going to try from Tarte is this is their Rainforest of the Sea Radiance drops. Let's see, it just says shake well before use, and I was reading about it online and they said you could use it under foundation or you could mix it with your foundation. I'm just going to use it under foundation. Let's see what it do. Do y'all hear that? Obviously it does have the dropper. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, let's just try it and see what happens. I don't know, like I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. I mean, I'm seeing some glitterness happening. It feels kind of weird, like it doesn't feel soft. I might just keep it like that and we'll see what happens. Take some more. Please sir, can I have some more? Did that even do anything? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. My favorite primer at the moment is actually from Tarte. This is their Timeless Smoothing Primer. This and the Benefit Professional are probably the best primers I've used in terms of filling out your pores. I like to take some on my finger and then just pat it where I need it. So for me, that's usually just my T-zone and my cheeks.
So let's go ahead and
Okay guys, so for foundation, they had a few different options, and some of the other options, I was reading the reviews and a lot of people hated them, and this one is kind of no different, to be honest. I picked up the infamous Tarte Shape Tape Foundation. Now, if you do not know the drama surrounding this foundation, let me give you a quick rundown, because, you know, as a person of color, I think I have to say this, okay? When this foundation first came out earlier this year, you may or may not know, there was tons and tons of backlash. Like, they just had the worst shade range that we had seen in a while. Oh hell no! I think they came out with like 15 shades or something, and you know, if you are only gonna come out with 15 shades, at least make them a nice gradient. But since then, the shade range has expanded, but like just the way they handled the whole situation, the way they handled the backlash was so ugly. You know, obviously a lot of people were hyped up about this foundation because the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer has like the most die-hard fan base. Like, it is amazing, right? And so the shade range in that concealer is also bomb. So naturally people expected the Shape Tape Foundation to be no different. When they released 15 shades of white, a lot of people were angry. I'll link some YouTubers who have done really good videos reviewing that foundation when it first came out. But following the backlash, Tarte was doing an interview, and they actually said that they were going to release some shades later in the summer because, and I'm going to be paraphrasing, but they said something like the darker shades were seasonal and that people's skin were darker in certain parts of the year. Now, Tarte, if you are listening, I'd like to tell you my skin tone is not seasonal. And I think later in their apology on their Instagram story, they said something like they can and will do better. They were kind of too excited about the formula, so they just wanted to release it even though they didn't have all the shades ready. Obviously, a lot of people of color were upset because it's like, okay, so you're gonna release all these white shades, 2 dark shades, and then you're gonna release the rest of the darker shades after because for some reason we're not as important as the white shades. As you can see, this whole issue was just blown up. It was just a dumb move on their part, I think, and I mean, I do think they recognized it was a dumb move, but anyways, okay, that being said, this foundation, I never thought I would try it. I was never interested in it, and it was one of them that you could pick, so I figured, you know, this foundation is so controversial, so if I can get the chance to not pay full price for it and try it out, might as well. So here we go. I did have to shade match online. I don't know how this is gonna look. I did swatch it and it looked kind of red, so I was kind of shook, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just gonna quickly put my hair back. Alright, so now that I look like a 10-year-old boy, let's get going. I'm gonna open the bottle. And this is what it looks like inside. It's very like thick doe foot applicator, and I'm just gonna dot it and we'll see what happens. I'm kind of scared. By the way, I picked up the matte one because you know me. I'm not about that skin-like foundation. I don't really mess with that, so you know what? I think this is gonna be enough. Let's just try this and see. I'm gonna spread it around my brows. Oh no! Y'all see how orange this looks? Please tell me you guys are seeing the orange in this. Like, am I tripping? Or the shade is literally named Tan Deep Golden. Why do they think golden means orange? Why does my nose look like this? And I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it just looks like very flaky and dry. I don't love it. Just to fix the shade a little bit, I think I'm gonna mix some of my Smashbox Studio Skin 15-hour hydrating foundation. I'm in the color 3.2, and I feel like this foundation really does have a golden undertone. Tarte, I don't know why you think this is golden. It's not. Okay, this is Donald Trump. I'm gonna take some on this little rubber guy and just kind of pat it. It's fine. We'll finesse it. We'll finesse it. That being said, it's 2018. I feel like I shouldn't have to finesse a foundation to get my shade. I think you'd be better off trying like Fenty or like Estee Lauder, because it's definitely way easier to find your shade there. And at least you know they do have your shade, okay? They played me. Tarte. Listen up. You played me with this foundation, alright? That's all I'm saying. I don't even think if I went a shade down, I don't even think that would help. I think it's just the undertone. Ooh. I'm gonna finesse this off camera for a little bit and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I set my face. I put some concealer on. I feel like I'm looking a little less tragic now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in on my lower lash line with some eyeshadow. I'm going to mix the purple and the fuchsia just along the inner half of my lower lash line. Ooh. I don't know what this is, but when I get excited about makeup, I do good things. On the outer half, I want to go in a little darker, so I'm going to go back into the Smashbox palette. I'm going to take this purple that's right beside the black, and I might actually mix some of the black as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is quickly bronze my face. This is the bronzer that I always use by NYC. You guys know I love this stuff. But don't worry, I ordered a bronzer from ColourPop, so it should come in the mail soon, and then you guys won't have to see me use the same bronzer in every single video. So yeah, looking forward to that. Also, one thing I'm noticing about the foundation is that it really feels like nothing on my skin. Yeah, I don't feel like I have anything on my skin. Now that being said, I do feel like it's a foundation that you need to moisturize extremely well before wearing, but that aspect I do like about it, how light it feels, but in general, still not sure if I would recommend it. I'll let you know at the end of this video. The next thing I picked up is actually a blush. Now, if you know me, you know I don't really mess with blush, okay? It's not really my thing. This is what I got. This says Blush and Glow, Blush and Highlighter, and this is in the color Peachy Glow. This is what it looks like, and believe it or not, this was the darker option. Okay, look at it one more time. This was the darker option. Tarte, again, I don't know what y'all doing, but... So I'm going to take some on this Wet n Wild blush brush. I don't know how much to put, and just kind of dab it on. I kind of see something, but I don't know, guys. I mean, I see it, but meh. The one thing that I do want to say is as soon as I open this palette, it smells like chocolate. Like, you guys know how the MAC lipsticks smell? It smells exactly like that. Like, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the highlighter that comes in this palette. Honestly, it doesn't look blinding. It could be, okay? We'll see. So first I'm going to take some on this baby brush and just go in my inner corner. I definitely have highlighters that, you know, I like a little better than this, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and put some on my cheeks. Oh, okay. I see it. I think it is more on the natural side, which normally I would not like, but for this look, I like it for this look. Okay, so next what I wanted to do was kind of emphasize the cut crease. This could make or break my look, because if I mess this up, everything will be messed up, but let's just go with it and let's hope I don't mess it up. I'm going to try and use the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner. This is in the color... Oh, okay, yeah, this is in the color Crystal Silver, and I'm going to try and use it to kind of cut my cut crease. I'm just going to take this very tiny brush from Morphe. I'm going to stick it right in, because you know how much we love doing that on this channel. Someone come collect your girl, come on. Yes, yes, this is what I wanted.
Yes!
Do you ever like get an idea and then you are so happy and like you're just so proud of yourself? You're like, yeah, I did that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some lashes and see see if we can save this look, alright? So I'm gonna be right back. What to do, I'm back. I have lashes on. This one is kind of popping off, but at this point, with my orange skin and my blush on, okay, I don't really care no more. So for my lower lashes, I'm gonna go in with their mascara that I picked up. This is the Tarte Maneater mascara. We just take a minute and appreciate how thick this tube is. Like, here, so this is this is my sister's. Okay, that's why it looks like this. This is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and then in comparison, this is the Tarte Maneater. So you can see this is definitely big. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use this on the lower lash line. I'm not gonna lie, I've used this mascara before. I used it the past 2 days to go to school. It doesn't give me much volume, but it gives me a lot of length, which honestly I'm okay with. Oh my god, now this thing is so big, I feel like I have to be extra careful. Okay, so for lips, what I picked up, because for the actual lipsticks that they had available, they didn't have any shades that really interested me, so I decided to go with this Tarte Lip Bling. This is in the shade Park Avenue Princess. It's not really a lip gloss, it's more of a lip topper. So just to show you guys what it looks like, I'm going to apply it to my bare lips. This is probably not going to look good, but I just want to show you guys what it looks like. This is not something I would wear on its own. I'm actually not even sure how you would wear it over something else. I just feel like maybe it's just because of the situation that I have on my eyes. Yeah, I can't lie, I'm not feeling this. I mean, like, by itself it is very pretty, so like here, maybe I'll just do a quick swatch. So this is what it looks like just on my hand. The product itself is nice, but I just don't really know when I would need to use it. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, that was a pain in the ass to take off my face, okay? I was kind of scrubbing really hard to get it off, and I don't know if you can see, but there's still glitter left on my lips. And the other thing is that while I had it on my lips, I could feel it. Like, it did feel kind of gritty and like rough. So I don't know Tarte. I don't know. But like the packaging is beautiful, so like if you want something just because it looks nice, then maybe I would say get this, but other than that I don't really know. To finally finish this look, I'm gonna quickly line my lips with the Huda Beauty lip liner in the color Spice Girl. And for lipstick, I'm gonna use this is one of the ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipsticks, and this is in the color WYD. What you doing? Over top of this, I'm going to go in with some of the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. Okay, so what do you guys think? This is how we're looking. Yeah. Very quickly, I'm going to run through all the products that I used and tell you guys if I would recommend it or not. The first thing that I used was the Radiance drops. I think they're fine. I don't know if they made that big of a difference in terms of how my makeup looks, and maybe I'll play around with it a little more and let you guys know. The next thing I used was the primer. I love this primer, 10 out of 10. If you have larger pores, it works really well in terms of filling them in. The Shape Tape Foundation. I feel like it doesn't look bad right now. When I first applied it, it was very, very orange. And so far it hasn't oxidized, so that's a good thing, but I don't know, I have mixed feelings, and I think you would have an easier time shade matching with a bunch of other brands out there. For that reason, I don't think I would recommend this foundation, but it does feel light on the skin. It feels like I'm not wearing anything, so I think it's up to you if you want to support this foundation or not. Next is this blush and highlight palette. This was, again, okay. It didn't wow me, but I wasn't underwhelmed. It was just kind of meh. I think if you are lighter in skin tone to me, this blush would probably look really nice on you. But to me, it just didn't show up that much. It smells good. I'll give it that. It smells beautiful. I don't have the eyeshadow with me, but the blue eyeshadow, I really do like it. It's not metallic as in how I imagine metallics to be. Like Morphe makes some beautiful metallics, Huda Beauty makes some beautiful metallics. It's not as glittery as I thought it would be, but the pigmentation is absolutely beautiful, so I do like it. After that, I think was the mascara, right? It does give you amazing length, and it looks good all day. I haven't noticed any flaking or anything like that. And finally, the Tarte Lip Bling. You guys just heard my thoughts on this. I don't know when you would need to use this. For what it's worth, it is pretty. If you like pretty things, you might like this. So all in all, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Did you find any products that you might want to try out, anything like that? If you did, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you want to see this with any other brands. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!